test. Alrighty, let's go. Huge matchup here in Division II men's basketball on this Saturday afternoon as we welcome you to the Drumner Center. Come on inside here on the campus at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Massive non-conference early season test here for the Post University Eagles. Fresh off of a win Wednesday night against CSI right here in this building, 86-71. 4-1 on the year are the Eagles. They welcome in Daemen University Wildcats, ranked number 20th in the nation in Division II men's basketball, coming into this one at 3-0. And with that, we say hello and welcome courtside. Glad you can join us here on this Saturday afternoon. Griffin Cass on hand. Massive matchup here for the Eagles. Again, 4-1 on the year, fresh off of an NCAA tournament appearance last year. This is a huge test. Big game. Daemen's going to be good. They're a really good team, led by Mike McDonald in his 11th season. All right, we're getting ready for tip-off here in the Drumner Center. Head coach for the Eagles, Mark Kuntz, 9th season here at Post. Again, Eagles with an 86-71 victory Wednesday night against CSI. Big win, avoiding back-to-back losses. And that one, change in the starting lineup here for the Eagles. Interesting starting five. It's been the same five throughout the first 5 games of Dang Dieng, Bo Lacotz, Rob Sanders, Taquan Williams, and Harry Warnock. Bull, Dang, and Rob coming off of the bench. So starting here for the Eagles, Trey Duncan, the junior, Harry Warnock, Tyler Small, Taquan Williams, and Derek Thomas II back in uniform. Derek Thomas was not in uniform on Wednesday night. Starting lineup for Daemen, their typical starting five: Matt Becker, Justin Glover, Ryan Salzberg, Justin Hemphill, and Andrew Mason. That'll round out the 5. Warnock and Hemphill to jump it up. Off we go. Third all-time meeting here between Daemen and Post. This is the second meeting between both of these teams here in the year 2024. Daemen has the edge, 2-0 against the Eagles all time. Hemphill, low block, in on Warnock, spins, kicks. Salzberg. Again, very good Daemen team, averaging 77 points per game. Their opponents only 55.7%. As that layup is off, going to go out of bounds. They say last touch Eagles, it'll stay here. Daemen out of the East Coast Conference, Eagles in the CACC. Daemen last year 25-9 overall, 12-4 in conference. Again, nationally ranked coming into this one, 20th in the country. Glover swings it. Becker, the Connecticut native from Fairfield, and we get a foul away from the ball. And we'll get the shot clock resetting to 20. Eagles 1-1 here at the Drumner Center. Again, 4-1 on the year. This is Daemen's first away game, 3-0 on the year. Glover attacks, spins. Williams all over Glover. Hemphill, the floater, off. Excellent defense from the Eagles to start this one, and they'll come here offensively. Small, he's open. Misfires the 3. Warnock the offensive board. And Thomas stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Turnover Eagles. And off of the bench, quickly in for Daemen, Benjamin Bill, leading the Wildcats in scoring here through the first 3 games. He's made the most of his minutes, only averaging 18 minutes per game, 19 for 31 from the field. And again, leading Daemen in scoring with 13.3 points per game. Eagles look very sharp defensively. Becker the spin. Pirouette move over Thomas on the doorstep. Missed it. Rebound Warnock. Williams the kick. Warnock. Small had 18 Wednesday night, and he gets fouled on his way to the cup. Williams need to get it in. Kind of storyline coming into this one. Both of the all-conference CACC selections last year. Akat and Dieng off of the bench here in this one. There's Tyler Small with a pull-up J, and he gets a scoring started here in this one. Again, Small 18 points on Wednesday night against CSI. Salzburg, the grad student, to Bill off of the roll. This might be the best 2.5 minutes the Eagles have played defensively this season. They look very sharp. 12 to shoot. Salzburg under the basket. Becker watched by Thomas, got the step for 2. Matt Becker, family is in the stands. Fairfield, Connecticut native, a few minutes down the road, gets the scoring started for the Wildcats. We're now up at 2. Warnock, Cutter, Williams. Becker, swing it. Glover, 3. Small, put it on the deck. Thomas, pick and pop. Warnock takes it in. Warnock soars in as he carves inside for 2. Warnock had a quick 12 points Wednesday night against CSI. 4 quick threes. He was on fire to start on Wednesday. Defensive storyline here in this one. Only a 4-2 game with 16:25 to play in this first half. Bill got it down deep on Warnock. Pirouette move for 2. Nice spin move there by Bill out of the post. Fresh off of a double-double against Charleston last Saturday. Again, Daemen hasn't played in a while. First game in a week. The Eagles had CSI Wednesday night. Warnock. Glover, 5'9" guard, a junior. Second on the team in scoring this year. Becker thought about the tray, puts it on the deck, trying to swim inside. He's on the doorstep, in deep on Thomas. So patient there from Becker. And he's got 4 of the 6 here early for the Wildcats. Grad student. Duncan, Warnock, rolls, blocked. Bill might have gotten a piece of that one. It sure looked like he did. And Mason coming the other way. Salzburg, bounce it. Bill hooks and scores for 2. Double stagger screen here for the Eagles. Williams. Small, step back, jumper, bottom, a 3. He has been so solid for the Eagles to start this year. Didn't play last year due to injuries. Dane Dieng, talking to him after the CSI game Wednesday night, said he gives us a different outlook, able to space the floor. Again, at 18 Wednesday night did Small. It's an 8-7 Daemen lead. Bill battling with Warnock. Trips. Becker dribbled it off of someone's foot and a backcourt violation. Hemphill back in. Zach Filipkowski will sub in as well for Daemen. And we see Bollicott, Rob Sanders, and Dane Dieng sub onto the floor here for the Eagles. Bollicott and Dieng off of the bench here, as well as Sanders for the first time this season. All 3 of them have started in all 5 games. I kind of like it from Marcoons. All right, this is a very good Daemen team. Huge test here. Give them a different look. Something they might have not expected coming into this one. Small, pumped it, backpedaling, jumper, short. And Hemphill tried to bounce it. Mason across the lane, feed it to Bill. Take out, Mason fires it, way off. 1 point lead here for the Wildcats, just getting underway here at the Drubner Center. So glad you're with us. Akot, kick it. Small infiltrates the lane. Puts it up, off of the fade, and Bill climbs the ladder for the board. A little over 6.5 minutes gone in this first half. Eagles force a turnover. Akot slows it down. Dieng fades, jumper. Phil Ungro getting set to sub in here for Daemen. Glover, swing it. Back to Mason. Ball hopping around. Glover didn't want the shot. Now inside, Philip Kuski. Over the top of the defenders for two. Akot. Sanders. Nice foul. Salzburg, Ungro, and Ryan Heath getting set to sub off of the bench here for Daemen. Get Sanders at the free throw line here. Sanders 9 for 12 from the line this season. Subs coming in. 2 for the Eagles. Williams back in, and Joakim Radcliffe into the game here for the first time for the Eagles. Sophomore forward from Miami. Sanders averaging 7.6 points per game this year for the Eagles, 4.2 rebounds. Connecticut native from Naugatuck hits a pair. Back to a 1 point game. Eagles show full court press. Little 2-2-1 action. Hemphill, Salzburg, Heath, Ungro, and Philip Kuski, the 5 on the floor here for the Wildcats. Straight jacket, Eagles nearly force a turnover. Salzburg. Heath off of the screen, knifing, cupping, missed it. Rebound knocked around, taken by Radcliffe. Dang. Cross, drive, floater, off glass, nice move. And Dieng is on the board here for the Eagles on this Saturday afternoon at 23 points and 8 rebounds. Wednesday night against CSI to lead the way. For the 15-point victory, Eagles get a hold of the lead. Philip Kuski right down the middle. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch, Eagles. Eagles 4 for 11 from the field here to start. Wildcats 5 for 11. Philip Kuski. Hemphill. ECC Player of the Week last week. Spinning, hooking. Ball knocked around, taken by Dieng. Eagles push. Dang, the cross. Had it blocked. Radcliffe trying to fight for the rebound there. They're playing twister for it, and a jump ball. Eagles to take it under the basket. Williams, Radcliffe, Dieng, Akot, Sanders, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. Into Dieng, met by Ungro. Dieng coughed it up. Philip Kuski the steal. Heath trying to get ahead of the field. He soars for 2. Defense, offense for Daemen, and they get a hold of the lead once again, 12-11. Nearing the midway point here in this first half. Still haven't had a timeout here in this one. Sanders pulls it. Get a set called out here for Daemen. Heath, quick drive for 2. Oh, he's got a quick first step, does Ryan Heath, the sophomore guard from Rochester, New York. Coming up on the midway point here in this first half, 3-point Wildcats lead. Lacotte got it off with a handoff. Leading the Eagles in scoring this year with 18 points per game. Quick cross, step back, lean, floated up. Daemen wanted to travel. Lacotte the steal and the reach and foul. Becker coming back in here for Daemen. Small, Thomas, and Warnock back in for the Eagles. So it's Lacotte, Small, Thomas, Sanders, and Warnock, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. 9:55 to play in this first half. Daemen a 3-point lead. Low scoring here between these two teams. Going to be a battle the whole way through. Both teams with championship aspirations in their respective conferences. And Heath traveled. And also bigger aspirations nationally. And Daemen ranked number 20th in the country in Division II men's basketball. The Eagles fresh off of a 20-win season last year. Looking to head back to the NCAA tournament. Anthony Chin, the freshman, getting set to sub in here for the Eagles. Sanders. Warnock slipped the screen. Fouled off of the push there from Hemphill. Bill getting set to sub back in here for Daemen. And Anthony Chin into the game for Sanders. Chin hasn't played a whole lot this year. 5th game that he has appeared in, averaging 3.5 minutes per game. Small has got it. Warnock. Lacotte, pocket pass. Warnock, jumper, well short. Throw it into the post here for Bill. Leading scorer for Daemen through the first 3 games. Hooks and rattles it in. Fresh off of his first double-double last week. 5-point Daemen lead. Under 9 to play here in the first half. Lacotte knifing in. Near turnover. Lacotte regains it. Goes on that baseline. Out to Thomas. Travel. And Thomas incredulous at the whistle. Eagles really struggling here from the floor to start. 4 for 15, 27%. And we'll get our first timeout here in the first half. 8:46 to play in this opening half. Daemen with a 5-point lead. Back here at the Drubner Center, massive tests here for the Eagles early in the season. Coach Kuntz going to find out a lot about his group here in this game. And they've done a great job here to start. Again, Daemen 20th in the country in Division II men's basketball. The Eagles with aspirations of breaking into that top 25 as well. And they have the group to do it. Heath, Bill, Becker, Philip Kusky, and Salzberg, the 5 on the floor here for Daemen. Out of the timeout, Chin, Thomas, Warnock, Small, and Lacotte, the 5 here for the Eagles. It's Philip Kusky, straight line drive to the rack, couldn't lay it in. Lacotte, swing it. Chin, chiseling in. Resets with Lacotte. 15 to shoot. Lacotte, 2-man game with Warnock. Small, tripped, fouled. Took one in. Williams in for a caught.
The hardest foul is like it's not in the box score, it shows up on the NCAA box. But it's hard when it's like away from the ball. You're not looking away from the ball.
Williams floats and scores. That's what he does, man. Quick spark plug as soon as he comes in offensively. Sophomore from Brockton, Massachusetts. As Heath is defended by Williams. Philip Kuski, quick trigger, got a three. Zach Philip Kuski, a sophomore guard from New Hartford, New York, gives the Wildcats a 6-point lead. Small, leading the way for the Eagles with 5 points here in this one. Knifing in, put it up. Small against the trees, missed it. Bill the board. Becker thought about the J. Bill's got it down deep on Thomas. Puts it up, puts it in.
Get back.
Too big, too strong. Benjamin Bill is a force down low. And Daemen with their largest lead of the first half. Thomas backpedaling, jumper. Eagles need it, they don't get it. And Daemen looking to continue the run here. Oh, nice cross, killer cross inside. Bill for two. Timeout Eagles, it's a 7-0 Wildcats run. And they take a 10-point lead here with 6:21 to play in the first half. You're watching Division II men's basketball on the CACC network. All right, out of the timeout, Daemen's 7-0 run here to take a 23-13 lead, shooting 55% from the field here to start this one. Eagles not shooting it too well from the floor at only 28%. The Eagles cannot let this one get away from them here. So important closing out halves. And it's a game of runs, and they got to go on one right here. Mason, Bill, Becker, Hemphill, and Glover, the 5 on the floor here for Daemen. Dieng, Radcliffe, Akot, Duncan, and Williams, 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. Again, first time the Wildcats have played here in a week. The Eagles played Wednesday night against CSI right here in this building. Radcliffe, DHO, Akot. Williams wants the screen, pulls it. And soaring, trying to get that rebound was Duncan, and Daemen coming the other way. Turnover. A caught steal, foul. Fun little nugget that I found out pregame. Wildcats practice at the UConn facility yesterday. Part of their little road trip. Huskies, home of the two-time defending national champion. Must have been a nice experience for the Wildcats using that facility. One of the best Division II programs here in the nation. Akot. Backdoor. Williams. Floater. Pinball's out. Radcliffe the offensive board. And a fresh 20 here for the Eagles. Dieng one-on-one with Hemphill. Fades. Got it blocked. And Glover the board and the push. Glover pulls it and knocks it down. 9-0 Wildcats run and a 12-point lead. Daemen starting to impose their will here a little bit. Duncan. And one. Oh, Eagles needed that so badly, and Trey Duncan, the junior from Meriden, Connecticut, with a big and one. That ends a 9-0 run. Warnock subbing in. Sanders is going to be subbing out the shooter here, Duncan. Duncan making his first start here today, averaging 11.6 minutes per game. This is his first free throw of the season. Off of the heel. Under 5 to play here in this first half. Wildcats a 10-point lead. Huge test here for the Eagles. Glover in some trouble. Has a friend, Hemphill. Becker drove on the closeout, takes it inside on Dieng, and a foul on the floor against the first team All-CACC selection last year, Dane Dieng. Sanders in, Duncan out. Glover. Mason, good look at a three, and he makes no mistake, ripping the cords on a three-point jack. The Daemen with their largest lead of the first half at 13, 4:25 to play in this first half. Williams. Kick it. Arcott, cross-court skip. Warnock for three. Warnock 4 for 6 from downtown Wednesday nights. Hemphill, Euro, kick it. Glover, the answer. Sanders flares out. Sanders, tough lay. And an Eagles 5-0 run brings them within 8. Mason breaks the press. Lasers one inside to Bill, and he'll bank it in. Benjamin Bill, the sophomore, getting busy here for Daemen in this first half. Again, fresh off of a double-double. Making the most of his minutes. Only 18 per game this season, minutes-wise, but he leads the team in scoring coming into this one. Warnock chiseling in, kicking, turnover. 2-on-2, Mason, floater. Get a foul there on Mason, and Salzburg sets us up back in. So Bill subbing out with 12 first half points. The only player in the game in double figures. So it's an Eagles 1-1 here. It'll be Dieng at the line. Dieng 13 for 19 for the free throw line this season. 17.6 points per game. 7.4 rebounds. A first-team All-CACC selection last year in his first year with the Eagles. This is the first. Got his miss. Dieng traveled. Eagles pressing. .249 to play here in this first half. 10-point Wildcats lead. Good pressure here from the Eagles. Salzburg gets out of it and has Glover. Becker thought about the spot up. Philip Kuski, he's hit one in this first half. Lasers one inside to Hemphill for 2. That's a gorgeous set that Daemen runs there. They've run it a couple of times here in this first half. And their lead back to 12, coming up on 2 to play here in the first half. Double elevator screen, Small, got a good look at it, knocks it down, a 3. Small leading the way for the Eagles in this first half, give him 8. Small 2 for 4 from downtown now. We're under 2 to play in this first half. 9-point Wildcats lead. Good early test here for this Eagles team to see where this squad is at against a nationally ranked opponent. Becker handed off. Philip Kuski knocks it down. Answers right back with a 3 of his own. Philip Kuski now 2 for 2 from 3. 85 seconds to play in this first half. A 12-point Wildcats lead. A cot. Pull up. Becker, smooth in and out, traveled. Picked up that pivot. And Bill subbing back in here for Daemen. Thomas in, Dieng out for the Eagles. So it's Warnock, Sanders, Small, Cott, and Thomas, the 5 here for Post. Salzburg, Glover, Bill, Becker, and Philip Kuski, the 5 here for the Wildcats. Coming up on a minute to play here in this first half. Eagles down 12. Steal, room service, Glover. Defense, offense, Wildcats, largest lead of the first half. It's at 14. Thomas. A cut, back door, excellent cut. Then we get a jump ball. Superb verticality there. And possession awarded to Daemen. This is a tough team, man. Daemen's super solid, both sides of the ball. They have all the makings to win a national championship this year. And looking to stay undefeated here in this one. 3rd all-time meeting against Post. 2nd here in 2024. The first one was back in 2014. Glover, kick it. Salzburg, short. Nobody boxed out Becker. And he'll follow it in for 2. 3, 2, 16-point Wildcats lead. A caught to beat the buzzer. Got it off in time. Oh, Eagles needed that going into the break. But Daemen showing why they are nationally ranked with a 13-point lead as we have hit halftime here at the Drumner Center. Eagles with work to do in the second half. Daemen with a 39-23 lead. Benjamin Bill leading all scorers for Daemen with 12.
We're here with our Post University Men's Basketball 2024-25 Media Day, joined by graduate student Harrison Warnock. Harrison, you're coming off an injury last year. Kind of came back quicker than you expected to. Now you're fully healthy. What are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, man, I'm just really excited to finally be back on 2 legs after, you can see in the film, even looking back, just hobbling around for most of the season. So I'm excited to see what I can really do and what I can really bring to the table for this team and see how well we can mesh together.
And what was that like last year, kind of coming back all of a sudden and reintegrating yourself into a bigger role than you thought you were going to have coming off of surgery?
Yeah, I mean, definitely had some ups and downs. In the beginning, my head wasn't there. I was just thinking about, if I just didn't get hurt, everything like that. But my teammates always had my back. They kept pushing me. They kept saying, keep going, you'll be fine, and it all worked out.
How do you integrate the newcomers onto this roster? There's only a couple of them, but still integrating them into the culture that you talked about back in March when we talked about the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I see us as a team that we really buy into what coach is trying to tell us and push us in the right direction. So I feel like especially some of our older guys like Tyler and I have been here for forever at this point, so we can definitely bring them along and show them the ropes and see how everything's supposed to go down.
And then pretty much the same team as last year, give or take a few people, and then obviously the newcomers. What do you think this group can accomplish this year?
I definitely, I'm excited to see. As long as we can, keep our heads together and, keep having each other's backs and we buy into what coach is trying to teach us and what he wants us to do, I think we can definitely make a big season this year. So I'm excited for that.
We're joined here by Dang Dieng and Bull Akot. Guys, 1-2 punch in offense last year. Both were all conference. Dang, you were all region. How do you guys set the tone for this season?
I think we're going to come back with the same energy and just show that we're the most dominant team and be the most aggressive team in the conference and be one of the best teams in the country. So I think we just start by having a good season, going hard right away, and just proving that we are the same team from last year and even better.
I agree with that, but I also think that we just need to come back with the same mentality, but with some more. And we've been in this situation before, because from last year, we got to piggyback, just up our intensity and our focus, our energy and everything, and just lead the team as we did last year, but just with some more maturity. And, yeah, overall.
Yeah, and Bull, you talked about last year your desire to win it all. So what do you have to do to help make that happen this year, do you feel?
I think I just got to lead by example and just to make sure, because I know Kuntz believes that we can win, and I believe we can win. So as I instill that to all of us in the locker room, I feel like we can all be on the same page because we all know we can win.
And then, Dang, you got a lot of looks after the year was over, and you had a very dominant year, like I mentioned, all region. What brought you back to Post for this chance at another NCAA tournament run?
It's a family environment over here, These are my guys, Bull, Rob, Harry, the rest of the team. Coach Kuntz is a really good coach. And, you can't get that feeling from everywhere. Like, you might go somewhere, but you might not be wanted as much or you might not be valued as much. So it's about just being where you're valued and where you can be the best you. So I think Post will help me do that.
And then lastly, pretty much the same team from last year, give or take a couple guys. But what do you think overall this team can accomplish?
I think we can win the whole thing. I think we should come back this year and win the CACC championship because we deserve to, and we've been through a lot. So I think that's where we start. It's just building games one by one and keep going and playing hard the whole year. And I think we should end up in the tournament again.
Yeah, I definitely think we can win it all. And it just starts literally preseason and stacking up good days each and every day and then taking it one game at a time. But I really believe that we can win it all. Starting with the CACC, go to the tournament, and win everything.
We're here with Tyler Small, who's coming back to the team after missing all last year with injury. And Tyler, kind of going off of that, what was it like sitting out last year? What are you most excited about coming into this year?
I'd say last year was really tough. It was hard because when I came to school, I was like, okay, I'm going to play. I am getting off injury, but, I'm ready to go. And then after the first couple, preseason workouts, shoot rounds, I'm like, all right, I'm not at 100%. And it was nice because Coach was willing to hear me out and gave me the opportunity to redshirt and actually get back to full health. But that doesn't mean that I took last season off. I feel like I was almost like an assistant coach and kind of helping our really new team last year integrate and being able to almost be like a liaison sometimes between them and coach and just helping them really get into a flow. And I think now, this year, it's going to really show that I've been able to at least stay in touch with everybody, and really I think we're going to have a really good chemistry coming out.
Talk about that role a little bit too last year, what it was like being on the bench with the players. I know I was at one of your practices around Halloween and you were dressed up like Wario and you were very involved still with the practices and stuff.
I think because one thing that Coach was really serious about was kind of making sure that I'm still engaged mentally, and being in practice and kind of having a more elevated role was good for me to really stay involved and stay vocal and still kind of have, hopefully give off a leadership image and be able to get people to buy in early. When you have a new team, it is difficult, and that's one of the hardest things. And I think it really worked because being a player coach kind of they were able to say, you know what, maybe it's not just coach yelling at us this time, but maybe there's something to it, and they just gave them a different perspective.
Now, pretty much a similar team to last year. What are you most excited about being back on the court with this squad for? What do you think they can accomplish?
I think we had a great team last year. I think Coach really got everyone together, and we have some good players, which is always a benefit. But I think this year now, hopefully I could just add a little bit something to that, maybe whether that be outside shooting, maybe it's just extra defense. And I think really we just have to find our flow early and be unselfish and be able to, share the wealth. I think we have a lot of pieces, and it's all about just coming together as a team and working towards our common goal.
We're here with head coach Mark Kuntz as we round out the men's basketball 2024-25 Media Day. Coach Kuntz heading into his 8th season with the team, 9th overall. Coach, what did it mean to be part of history with this program last year?
It was unbelievable, Mike. When I took the job 9 years ago, didn't really know what I was stepping into, and then had to go through over a lot of hurdles to get the program to a respectable place and then to a championship level, and then just to be able to do it for the first time in school history, make that accomplishment with those group of guys was just an unreal experience.
And talk a little bit about, we saw some photos with your daughter at the selection show and after your win against St. Thomas Aquinas up there. How special was it to be able to enjoy that with your family?
Yeah, she's around all the time. She's a part of this place. She's like my associate head coach. I call her all the time. She always asks what's going on. So having her there, for the selection show, because she's a part of it. Having her in Vermont was just great. Brought her in the locker room. Something she'll forget, but I'll never forget. And those memories are, you can't talk about it. My wife, my mother, my brother were up in Vermont as well. So just to be able to share that with them gives the accomplishment 10 times. Not even that, more than that, makes it even more valuable.
And, of course, you've been here for a while, seen those ups and downs of the program to build it to what it is now. Talk about what's gone into that culture change and building the program to where it is.
Yeah, I think it starts with the players. You've got to have good players or else, you're not a good coach. And not that I am a good coach, bad coach, whatever. We've just got it to the point where we've figured out the players that can help us win. We need tough guys that are athletic and really compete, and they want to win. And the last 5 years, we've had those guys. And it took some time to figure out who and what to get there. And now we're getting those guys, and it's just kind of now passing off year to year. Now the new guys are learning from the older guys what it takes to survive. Because as you well know, I'm not easy to play for. I hold guys accountable. But I think that's why, we're as good as we do, because I hold them every day, every play to a certain level, and there's accountability. And with that, it's not easy. And I think now these older players are teaching the younger players. And when you've got that culture, I don't like using the word culture a lot, but when you have that, it's really makes my life a lot easier.
And this year you're returning pretty much a majority of that NCAA tournament team outside of one or two guys, I think, and you're getting back Tyler Small this year. You're bringing in 4 or 5 newbies.
Yes.
What do you think this program can do this year based on that?
I think these guys can do as much as they want. Last year was great. We didn't shoot the ball great. I think that's our biggest thing. I've talked to the guys. You have to shoot the ball better. If we want to do what we did last year and beyond, we've got to shoot it better. And that's in their hands. I don't make shots. Last time I checked, I don't step on the floor. So that's in their hands. And it's going to be my job to kind of manage, because now that we've won, there's kind of an ego, right? There's an expectation for certain guys, and we've got guys that want to play after their career. So managing that is going to be my job. But when we go out there, we just have to be the hardest playing team in the region, like we talked about last year. I think we'll do that. But if we can make more shots, this team can be special.
Head coach Mark Kuntz, 8th season with the team, 9th year overall. men's basketball will get underway at the beginning of November with their season already receiving votes in the national poll heading into the 2024-25 campaign.
All right, back here at the Drumner Center in Waterbury, Connecticut, on the campus here at Post University. Getting set for the start of the second half here. Eagles and Wildcats. Eagles with some work to do here in the second half, down 39-26. Eagles with 85 points per game through their first 5 games, held to 26 in that first half. Daemen, a very, very good team. They have championship aspirations, not just in their conference, but nationally this year. Coming into this one, the 20th ranked team in the nation in Division II men's basketball. Benjamin Bill with the most points and a half for him this season with 12, leading the way for Daemen. Zach Filipkowski with 8, right behind him. Tyler Small leading the way for the Eagles with 8. No Eagles in double figures in that first half. Regular starting 5 that has started in all 5 of the games here for the Eagles. Sanders, Williams, Warnock, Dieng, and Akot, the 5 on the floor here to start the second half. Sanders, Akot, and Dieng did not start in that first half. Hemphill, Mason, Becker, Glover, and Salzburg, the 5 on the floor here for Daemen to begin things here in the second half. Warnock on the doorstep, step through, tip in by Dieng is good. Largest lead for Daemen in that first half was 16. Becker, bounce it. Mark Kuntz going to find out a lot about his team here in the second half. The Eagles 4-1 on the year. Daemen 3-0. Hemphill, ECC Player of the Week this past week, and he lays it in. Hemphill, a senior forward from Buffalo, New York. Gets the scoring started here for Daemen in this second half. Warnock rips through, drives, and a nest of defenders got his miss, goes back up and banks it home. Salzburg breaks the press, throws it ahead, streaking down the floor. It's Mason for 2. Andrew Mason, a graduate student from Webster, New York. Sanders drives it, bounces it, turns it over. Becker thought about the 3. Shake and bake move, takes it on that baseline. Down deep on Warnock. Tipped out of bounds there by Sanders. Stays here with the Wildcats. Wildcats shooting 63% from the field. Eagles only 39%. This Daemen team very efficient from the floor here this season. Has a team shooting at 46% through their first 3 games, holding their opponents only 36%. Mason, Hemphill on the roll, kick it. Salzburg, fire it, got it, a 3. Wildcats have equaled their largest lead of the game at 16. Warnock stripped, stolen, Glover, cookies. Backs it out, no numbers there for Daemen. Glover, that's a deep shot. Getting over the back foul there on Becker. A little over 2.5 minutes gone in this first half. Eagles got an uphill climb here if they want to take down the nationally ranked Wildcats. Coming into this one, 20th in the country. Sanders driving kick. Warnock catch and shoot. Dean guides the rebound to Salzburg. Rip through and drive there by Becker. In on Dieng. Smoked it. A nice move, but couldn't finish. But caught the other way. Warnock a DHO 2-man game with Sanders. Warnock denied, but a foul. Harry Warnock to shoot his first free throws here in this one. 3rd on the team this year in points per game at 12.4. He's 14 for 19 from the line. Been here for several years. A couple ACL surgeries a few years ago. Back and better than ever. Misses a first. Dane Dieng, after the game Wednesday night, said that Harry's starting to see some double teams, starting to gain some respect from a lot of opponents watching film. And he goes 1 for 2. 16:24 to play in regulation. Eagles down 15. Becker, the bounce. Hemphill for 2. Dieng out front. Sanders launches. Hemphill behind the back. They want to get it to Hemphill, and fouled on the entry feed there by Sanders. Largest lead of the game here for the Wildcats at 17. Small, Duncan, Thomas in. Williams, Dieng, and Sanders out. Nice under the basket action there. Hemphill on the roll, kick it. Salzburg, flurry of moves. Hemphill for two. He is a force down low. Hemphill's got 8 now. 19-point Daemen lead, starting to pull away here. Small. Warnock negotiating his way for 2 plus 1. A chance at 3 for Warnock. Warnock into double figures now with 10, leading the way for the Eagles. Benjamin Bill and Philip Kuski in. Again, Bill had the most points in any half this season, that first half with 12. Warnock free throw is up and down. Warnock 2 for 3 from the line now. Back to a 16-point game. Plenty of time here. Philip Kuski trapped, fouled. And Radcliffe will sub in, and Warnock will sub out. So Radcliffe, Thomas, Cott, Duncan, and Small, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. Glover, Philip Kuski, Bill, Salzburg, and Mason, 5 here for Daemen. Glover, bounce. Philip Kuski had 8 in that first half. Near turnover, gets deflected into the backcourt. Philip Kuski retrieves. 5 to shoot. Mason, catch and shoot. Small, kick it. Duncan pumps it, dries it, pulls it. Cott tried to save it in, but was out of bounds. Daemen possession, 14:21 to play here in the second half. Radcliffe commits a foul. Glover, long 2. Under 14 minutes to play here in regulation. Thomas as the trailer, step into it, banks it home. It's a 3. 13-point game. Eagles right back in it. Philip Kuski breaks the press, kicks it. Mason, answer, yes, a 3. Small, one-on-one with Salzburg, infiltrates the lane, baseline fade, perfect. That is a tough pull-up there from Small. Space creation on full display there, Salzburg. Philip Kuski flashes, and Daemen breaks the press once again. 14-point Daemen lead. Bill. Salzburg. Swing it. Philip Kuski. Too strong. Bill right there for the tip-in. And Bill has got his first points of the second half. He's got 14 now. And Daemen back to a 16-point lead with 12:38 to play. You are watching Division II men's basketball on the CACC network. Out of the timeout, Daemen 25 for 42 from the field, shooting 60%. Eagles 15 for 37 from the field, shooting 41%. Daemen out rebounding the Eagles 2017. Daemen has had 22 minutes and 17 seconds with the lead. Largest lead was 19 for Daemen. It is at 16 right now. 26-11 bench points, Daemen. Turnovers, 9-6, Eagles. Warnock. Thomas. It's like a 2-3 zone here for Daemen out of the timeout. Cross-court skip. Catch and shoot. Well short from Sanders. Ball punched out. Williams has got it. So it's Williams, Thomas, Warnock, Sanders, and Duncan, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. Warnock turns, shoots, and hits. He's got a beautiful stroke, does Warnock now, leading the way for the Eagles with 13. 2 Eagles in double figures, Warnock with 13, Small with 10, and Daemen breaks another press. Heath into the game. So does Heath, Bill, Becker, Mason, and Philip Cuspy. 5 here for Daemen. Infiltrating the lane, it's Heath, reverse. A little bit of a wild shot there. But Bill has got it. Force of nature down low. Regains it. Shot clock violation. 7th turnover of the game for Daemen. All CACC selections last year are Cott and Dieng back in for the Eagles. Duncan and Thomas will sit. Can the Eagles get on a run here? I mean, you're looking at this, it's a 14-point game, plenty of time left, 11-15. Can you get this within single digits, within like the 6 to 7 minute mark left in this second half? Sanders, foul line, pull up. And he just cannot find his stroke here in this one. Bill fouled on the entry feed there by Dieng. And Dieng picks up his second personal. Coming up on the midway point here in the second half. Daemen looking to stay perfect on the season. Eagles started the year 3-0, lost to nationally ranked STAC last Saturday, 88-76, and then beat CSI 86-71 Wednesday night, facing their second nationally ranked opponent here in this early season. Becker, pumped, puts it on the deck, quick first step, Becker under the basket, couldn't lay it in, and Dean the rebound. Good to have these tough non-conference matchups here early in the season to get you ready for CACC play. The Eagles picked in the preseason poll to win the North Division. Warnock squares and hits. Warnock 6 for 13 for the Eagles from the floor. He's got 15, and the Eagles within 12. Coming up on 10 minutes to play in the second half. Turnover, Eagles able to force it. And Hemphill and Salzburg back in. Bill and Mason out. Alcott gets it in Warnock. Williams pump the three. Midi pull up. Cash. Eagles within 10. Is this the run for post? Eagles force the turnover. Warnock the trailer. Triple. And the crowd starting to get into it for the Eagles. Heath, corkscrew move for 2. Coming up on 9 to play here in the second half. 12-point Daemen lead. Warnock attacks, kicks. Dieng, offensive foul. Get it on Warnock, his second personal. Duncan and Small in. Sanders and Williams out. Radcliffe also coming in. Warnock will get a breather. Hemphill, Becker, Glover, Philip Kuski, and Salzburg. The 5 on the floor here for the nationally ranked Wildcats, number 20th in the nation. Salzburg infiltrates the lane, blocked by Dean, but a goaltend. Count the bucket. Yeah, that was certainly coming on its way down there. And Salzburg now with 5. He's only taken 3 shots, 2 for 3 now from the field. Back to a 14-point Daemen lead. Alcott nearly coughed it up. Offensive foul. Illegal screen there by Radcliffe. Warnock in. Radcliffe out. Glover turns the corner, quick first step, and whacks by Alcott going up with it. He got clobbered on that. Glover born on January 28, 2004. His father played baseball at Canisius College. Off the mark on the first. This is Glover's first free throws of the game. 2 for 6 from the field here in this one. 0 for 3 from 3. He's got 4 points. Second on the team in points per game coming into this one. He's played the most minutes per game as well. 31.3 and an empty trip. Eagles dodge a bullet right there. As we come up on 8 to play here in this second half. 59-45 Daemen lead. Alcott flares out. Double elevator screen there for Small. He'll pull it. Way off. Philip Kuski attacks Warnock, kicks it. Salzburg lines it up. Hemphill could not save it in play. Williams, Sanders, and Thomas in. Alcott, Duncan, and Dieng out. All right, if you're the Eagles, you got to cut this down to single digits by the 5-minute mark. Warnock has been the catalyst here in this one with 15. Up at the top of the key. Hands it off Williams. Back to Warnock. Kick it. Thomas. Eagles need it. They get it. It's a 3. Becker to answer, you bet, a triple. The Connecticut native from Fairfield, his family in attendance, knocks down a big 3 for the Wildcats. Warnock put it on the deck, spinning on the doorstep, puts it up, can't put it in. Rebound taken by Glover, and the Wildcats running up by 14. Hemphill thought about it. Kicks it. Salzburg, extra. Got it back. Did go in through the basket, but it hit the top of the shot clock there. The thing that is connecting to the shot clock. So out of bounds. Bill is back in for Daemen. So Glover, Philip Kuski, Becker, Bill, and Salzburg. 5 on the floor here for Daemen. Thomas, Williams, Sanders, Warnock, a cot. 5 for the Eagles. A cot got a screen from Warnock, kicks it. Pump, jumper, Thomas, bottom. It's a 3. Thomas with back-to-back 3s off of the bench for the Eagles, keeping them in this one. It is an 11-point game. Still some time here for the Eagles. 6:03 to play. Derek Thomas, 3 for 4 from 3 off of the bench, giving the Eagles a very nice lift. It's an 11-point game after Thomas has hit back-to-back 3s. 6:03 to play here in the second half. Warnock, Thomas, Sanders, Williams, a cot. 5 on the floor for the Eagles. Salzburg, Bill, Glover, Becker, and Philip Kuski, the 5 for Daemen. Daemen elite at breaking the press. And chance of defense from the Eagles crowd. DHO, Becker attacks. Keeps that pivot foot down. Salzburg, hand it off. 7 to shoot. Throws it into Bill. Hooks, short, foul. The leading scorer here for Daemen on the season, and here today to the free throw line to shoot his first free throws of the game. He's a perfect 7 for 7 from the field. In and out and in again on the first of 2. A product of Hamburg High School. He also wore 44 while in high school. Had 18 points versus Chestnut Hill on the 8th of November, and he knocks down a pair. Yeah, this is the second CACC team Daemen has played. They defeated Chestnut Hill on the 8th at home, 65-55. 13-point Wildcats lead. Williams. Ten to shoot. Sanders spinning, driving, kicking. Warnock firing, fouled on the 3. And Bill says, that's my fault. Head coach Mike McDonald. So Warnock to the free throw line here to shoot 3. 2 for 3 from the line is Warnock. Warnock 31.8 minutes per game this year for the Eagles. Got some wet spots on the floor there. Get it mopped up. Got it all mopped up. Graduate student, 6'7" forward from Baldwin, New York, Harry Warnock, at the free throw line to shoot 3. The Eagles need all 3 of these at the line to make it a 10-point game. Doable. Got to hit all 3. 5:10 to play here in this second half. Still time. Mason in. Salzburg out. And Warnock hits all 3. It is a 10-point game. Philip Kuski ahead. Becker brings it back out. Becker spins, coughs it up. Caught the steal. Eagles can bring it within single digits. Small drive, kick. A caught triple, fouled on the 3 by Philip Kuski. And Akot can make it a 7-point game with 3 made free throws. Akot will shoot his first free throws of the game, 37 for 46 from the line on the year. He shot an abundance of free throws. In and out on the second. Bolacott, senior point guard from Manchester, New Hampshire. Second team all-conference last year in the CACC. It is an 8-point game as Akot goes 2 for 3 from the line. 4.5 to play in regulation. The Eagles down by as many as 19 here in this one. Hemphill, Glover, Salzburg, Becker, and Mason, the 5 on the floor here for Daemen. Glover, spin, pull up, Glover, lethal. He's been quiet this afternoon. A big bucket there for Daemen. And he's got 6 now. Back to a double-digit lead. 4 to play. Warnock fouled on the entry feed by Hemphill.
Watch a quick handoff. Screener. That's all I thought. It's not 1-1. It's not 1-1. No, we got 6 Yeah, I got 6. I keep checking. We got 6 now. We got 6.
A little confusion here about the team fouls.
Where's the ball? Underneath. Where's the ball, man? Hey, Ben, watch the fade. Hey, ready for a quick handoff?
So under the basket, out of bounds here for the Eagles. 3:57 to play in regulation. It's a 10-point game. Williams throws it into Daemen. Warnock, rip through, drive, pickpocketed. Costly turnover for the Eagles. Glover driving kick. Extra feed. Salzburg. Becker parachuting in for the rebound. Mason. Big time 3. Second chance opportunities. They are a killer. Williams answer no. Final game of a 3-game homestand here for the Eagles. Lost the first one against SDAC last Saturday. Won the second one against CSI on Wednesday nights. And in jeopardy of going 1-2 here in the homestand. 2:40 to play here in regulation. Becker 3. And just like that, back-to-back Daemen 3s makes it a 16-point game. Warnock answer. D'ing the rebound, the kick out of Cott. Coming up on 2 to play here in regulation, and a Cott throws it to the women's soccer team. Big time shot making here by Daemen in the last minutes. And if you want to be a team that is competing for a national championship, you have to hit big shots down the stretch. And Daemen has answered the bell. A Daemen timeout with 2:15 to play here in regulation. On their way to a 4-0 start here in 24-25. Eagles with a valiant effort, trying to come back here in the second half. They cut it down to as many as 8, but a Daemen 8-0 run has propelled the lead back to 16. And we are winding things down here, only 2:10 remaining in the second half. Bill, Mason, Salzburg, Becker, and Glover. 5 on the floor here for Daemen. Small nearly forced a turnover there. Do they call a kick ball there, I think, on Daemen? I don't know what the call there was, but either way, a turnover by the Wildcats with 2:02 to play.
Got a rebound. He's going, Mace. He's going, Mace.
Cott, Small, Thomas, Sanders, Warnock. 5 here for the Eagles. Small flares. Screen set there by Warnock. Small infiltrates the lane. Fades to the right shoulder. Short rebound, Mason. 100 ticks remaining in regulation. Nine to shoot. Bill, spin, hook. Sanders the push. Coming up on a minute to play in regulation. Small elevates and can't hit the three. Becker, jumper, dagger. Daemen going to advance to a 4-0 start here in 24-25 as they have equaled the largest lead of the game. And they will get the rotation players out here. I think we get a timeout here. 50.4 remaining in regulation. Daemen has equaled the largest lead of the game. It's at 19. Jackson Kulik, Ronnie Williams, two guys that have not played here in this one on the floor here for Daemen in the waning minutes of the game. Small travel. The Eagles going to go 1-2 here in the 3-game homestand. They will travel to Flushing, New York for a matchup against Queens College on Tuesday at 6 p.m. And then they will return home for a meeting against St. Anselm College on Sunday the 1st. Daemen played St. Anselm on the 9th of November. There's a three. Kulik, the sophomore from Webster, New York, knocks it down. Largest lead of the game here for Daemen at 22. And they have eclipsed their season average of points per game. 77 coming into this one. Warnock 3, it's good. Eagles going to come up very short of their season average at 85 points per game through the first 5 games. 78-59 lead for Daemen. They can dribble it out. This is why they are ranked 20th in the country in Division II men's basketball. They win it 78-59. As the Eagles drop down to 4-2, Daemen stays perfect at 4-0 on the year. Up next for the Eagles, again, they will travel to Flushing, New York for a matchup against Queens College. Daemen will be heading back home in Amherst, New York for a Tuesday matchup as well against California, PA. They are ranked nationally. That should be a fun matchup. So that will do it here, the final from Drubner Center, 78-59. Daemen, Benjamin Bill with 16 to lead the way for the Wildcats. Becker had 15. Mason had 11. Those were the 3 in double figures for the Wildcats. Harry Warnock with 21 on the game. Not enough for the Eagles as they lose by 19. For our entire fantastic athletic communication staff here at Post University, Griffin Cass saying so long from Waterbury, Connecticut. Daemen gets a 19-point victory, and the Eagles lose their second game of the year.